Hi folks, my name is Sam. I'm with Star Tag and Label. I'm the operations manager. I want to discuss what we have here on the table today. It's our beverage label offering. We here at Star Tag and Label run a lot of different beverage labels for breweries all over the country. We've had a lot of experience with beverage labels, and we'd just like to share a little bit of knowledge with you today. I want you to see here what's on the table. We've got some different offerings here. They may all look the same, but they are slightly different. We've learned several things over the years doing beverage labels, one of them being how that label is being applied. We see here a can that's basically just a blank canvas. The brewer will get this can in, and now we need to apply a label to it. Well, sometimes that label can go on dry and clean to an emptied can. Other times that can is filled, and once that can is filled, now we introduce several different things. A lot of times the beer goes in 32, 34 degrees. They want it as cold as possible when it goes in the can. So now we have to stick that label onto a cold, wet can. They can't dry each can off before they apply the label. It's just not feasible to do that. So we've worked tirelessly with our vendors to come up with an adhesive that will work under those conditions. It'll be super easy to apply on this dry, plain can, but it'll also apply to a cold, wet can as well. It's super important that that label sticks and sticks well. If it flags off in the process or sticks to another label that's in that case, that's no good. We don't like to see that. So we make sure that that label is constructed in a way where it can stick in both of those applications. We offer several different materials here for beverage labels. I've got a couple of samples here, but the number one go-to material is a polypropylene. Polypropylene is a waterproof material. It is pretty much industry standard for a lot of beverage labels. We use it on a lot of cosmetic labels as well, but the beverage industry relies on polypropylene for label stock. We use a good acrylic-based adhesive that will stick, and it has a high tack, so once it sticks, it's stuck. And you need that in those cold, wet applications. We offer two different liners for that label. One of them would be a polyester liner. It's a clear liner that can't impervious to water, and the other is just a standard paper liner that most folks are used to. The polyester liner is really grown in popularity lately. It has gotten to where you can really apply these things in a cold, wet environment. There's no problem with the liner getting wet and tearing apart. So a lot of folks are going to the polyester liner with the Polypro facer. We do offer several different finishes for our labels. We can give you a shiny label. We can give you a matte finished label. A lot of folks like the feel of the matte label. I would say we're running 75% of what we do with a matte laminate. It protects the label for scuff. It protects the label with water resistance, but it also gives it a softer feel. When it's wrapped around that can and you pick that can up, it's got a softer feel to it than a slick hard finish. A lot of folks are liking the matte lamination. One of the things that I want to point out here at Star Tag and Label is minimum order quantities. We hear that throughout the industry. MOQ, what's your MOQ? We do not have an MOQ here. We know the importance of being able to supply brewers with small batch labels. If you've got a flavor that you don't know is going to sell well, why would you want to order 10,000 labels for that flavor? Our structured pricing is tiered. Our quote that we give you will be tiered. It'll be tiered pricing. So the more you order, yes, the cheaper the label gets. But the key advantage to using Star Tag and Label is you combine all of the quantities together for one total tier price. If you've got 10 different items that you want us to run and you want 500 of each, you use the 5,000 price bracket. Simple as that. If you've got 20 different items that you want to order from us, and you want 1,000 of each one of those, then you would use a 20,000 tiered bracket. Any combination of what you need, we want to get you what you need, and we want to get you the amount that you need. Nobody wants you to have extra labels sitting around, not being used. If you are in need of beverage labels, a small batch, home brew, all the way up to the automated lines for distribution, and you want to give Star Tag and Label a try, please reach out to us, give us a call. We would love to help you. We've been doing labels for 27 years, and we would love an opportunity to work with you.